Okay, here's a look at the E-mini S&P for Wednesday, June the 2nd, 2010. Here's the overnight and day profile. So here's the market profile from today and its corresponding volume profile. And this is what occurred yesterday. The one in the middle here is what occurred overnight. So yesterday's low, we were keeping our eye on that to see if the market could have any follow-through. And if it did not, we were expecting around the 76 to 78 area to act as resistance, and as you can see, the market overnight reached 78 right on the dot, and more or less held there in the early going. This is where the RTH, or regular trading hours, opened, and you can see that it did start to have a nice rally here soon after the first couple of hours, and rallied up above that 78 area. The next area of resistance, we were pegging at around 83, and it did hover there a little bit, kind of back and forth, and then eventually had one final test below it, and then rallied for the rest of the day. So this is a pretty bullish development here, and we suspect that if as long as the 94 area can hold, then that market's likely to continue to go higher. We also like to use the market profiles from just the regular trading hours, and that's what you see here. Here's our software, and if you've seen any of these videos before, then you know that whenever we have an indication like this, which is a blue arrow, that's a buy, a down arrow is a sell, a blue arrow is an up. So you can see the trades that we had here today. This is a red arrow here. These are all in real time as soon as that bar closes. So in other words, this is the time that when that blue bar there, I'm sorry, when the blue up arrow forms, it is on the close of that bar. So we did end up with some nice trades here today. The market here got us long on this trade. It had a bit of a rally off of that, so that worked out nicely. This trade in here was it actually hit our first objective and the second objective, but then we were stopped at a break even on the second half. So even though it hit our second objective, we were not filled on it, and that also happened in this other short trade here. So we had a couple short trades that in essence did the same thing. This trade here was interesting. As you can see, it was set up right here, and we've got this dashed blue line going all the way across here. So we weren't actually filled on this trade until here, and then it just had that was basically it for the day, and then it just had a beautiful rally up higher. So now our trading protocol, our most conservative, actually hit our first objective and came back and stopped us out for break-even net on this particular trade. But those traders that have been with us a little bit longer and understand what the market was doing at this stage of the game, you can see we had a really nice deceleration here. If you can see that triangle right there. So that was our key in getting into the long trade, because obviously we're trying to get into a long trade in this area here between 80 and 82. 81 was the exact price that the software triggered us in at. And so that was really it for today. As you can see, other than this little bit of red in here, we were mostly green. Early part of the day as it rallied up, so we had the green there, a little bit of red in here, and then the rest of the day was green. And as you can see, it kept us on the right side of the market as far as the direction it was going. So just a quick look at the market, and it's the next objective up higher is we don't really have one at the moment. There's areas above the market that look like it can act as resistance, and but they've been around a long time. We're not so sure how much longer they're going to last, kind of thing. But it does look like the market wants to have another or continue with this move higher. Around about 1106 really is some resistance. So 94 to 06 is really kind of the range we're looking at for tomorrow, with an upward bias, of course. As long we're really watching that 94 area to see if it can continue to hold above that. Any questions or comments, please get a hold of us at info@eminidaytrader.com. Always enjoy reading your questions or comments. So that'll be it for the day. for today. Thanks for taking the time to view the video, and we'll see you again tomorrow.